right now on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs.
We're in the heart of Georgetown, in a house that was built back in the 1840s.
Now, it's a restaurant, one of the best in the Bluegrass.
This is a real treasure.
Come with us to Rodneys on Broadway, behind the scenes in the kitchen with Chef Rod Jones.
All these dishes anyone can do at home.
And behind the bar,
Okay, we're gonna shake this up really good.
an original, award-winning cocktail that's hailed by bourbon drinkers statewide, plus a vegetarian dish that's fit for anyone.
Vegetables never tasted so good.
All that and the secrets to an amazing and easy peanut butter pie.
Cooked a lot of stuff for you, but this is one of my favorites.
Come with us right now to Rodneys on Broadway for Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. Tim Laird with you again for another edition of Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs, the show that takes you inside the kitchens of your favorite restaurants. This time, we're at Rodneys on Broadway in Georgetown, Kentucky.
It's really cozy here.
We love it.
Rodneys is suited for just about every occasion. A comfortable fine dining experience, casual cocktails at the bar,
We enjoy sitting at the bar. We get inspired with tips on the races and who the hottest stallion is.
they even host weddings here, both the ceremonies and the receptions, all inside a historic Kentucky home that dates back to the 1840s. The atmosphere is impeccable, and the food, well, you can say the same thing about that.
Look at that.
When it comes to pleasing palates, Chef Rod Jones is a precisionist. He's been cooking in central Kentucky restaurants since he was 19, starting out at the Coach House under renowned French chef Stanley Demos. Nowadays in Georgetown, Rodney runs the show himself as chef and owner, along with his wife Elizabeth, creating original dishes, many of which have become instant classics, like his twice grilled lamb chops and prosciutto wrapped scallops.
I've had your Venetian scallops, which
Correct.
are phenomenal.
Another one of my favorites is Rodney's Broadway Buco, a twist on an osso buco made with veal shanks, tomatoes, and a rainbow of colorful peppers. He also uses those peppers to make this, what he calls a grilled vegetable terrine.
This is the way to eat your vegetables. Forget any other way to do it. This is it.
Got some nice vegetables here. We're going to do a little white truffle infused cream cheese. First, we're going to start out with this really wonderful machine right here.
Mandolin,
this
right?
is a crazy thing. We have razor sharp blades facing our hands.
I know.
So
You always, and everything you have is always sharp. I mean, you have the best knives, and now you have this razor sharp.
Yeah, mandolin. Why they call it the mandolin, I have no idea. We're going to start out with a little zucchini, and then we're going to just run this right through there.
Look at that. In perfect slices every time.
So we're going to throw those in our little pan here. Then we got a little yellow squash here. We're going to do the same thing with.
A layer of squash goes in, and then Chef Rod slices up a red onion.
So we're going to get a little Bermuda onion.
You're doing this by hand. You're not using the mandolin on this one.
Well, the mandolin on this kind of tears the end of those.
Okay.
And we're going to put that over there too. Now we're coming to the portobello mushrooms. A lot of people make a lot of mistakes with the portobello mushroom.
What mistake do they make with portobello?
Well, they like using them. Everyone loves to use the portobello
Yeah.
mushroom. But what we're missing here is they go, when I get done with them, my dish always looks so muddy and it's so dark and it's
Right.
like that.
Awful.
Well, yeah, it doesn't look, it tastes fine, but it just doesn't look right. Well, I'm going to tell you a little secret here.
All right. This is show.
If what we're going to do is we're going to take these little fans out.
This job is made easy with the right tool. In this case, the secret is a melon baller.
That melon baller comes in handy there.
It's a stem remover too.
Right there.
But wait, there's more. It is
And there's
also
more.
a stem remover.
And we're going to make our marinade. And a lot of people make a mistake with the marinade by putting too much oil in it.
So you don't want to put too much oil.
Too much.
That's a
The
secret.
oil is to make it not stick, but it also adds a little flavor. But if you get too much, it'll give you dark, oily marks. So we'll go 2/3 white wine.
By the way, I'm going to go 2/3 wine too. Yeah, what do you think about?
And just a touch of olive oil.
We're going to
garlic.
throw a little fresh garlic in there.
And here's a secret, a European sea salt called fleur de sel.
It's the best salt in the world.
It's expensive too. I
Oh,
know
it's
that.
very expensive. Probably about $30 a pound, maybe a little more. Yeah, for salt. You're right.
Oh my
I don't need
God.
salt that bad.
But it
Yes,
does
you
make a
do.
difference. It does make a difference.
Put that in there.
Boom.
Boom.
Nice.
We're just going to mix this up a little. Then we're going to come over to the grill.
All right,
Come to
we're
the
gonna
grill
grill
with me.
these?
Yeah.
All right, we're heading to the grill.
Take our vegetables that we already marinated. And you should leave them in there for a few minutes, you know? You don't want to just go immediately on the grill. We got a little zucchini, a little yellow squash, a portobello mushroom, and a little a little Bermuda onion.
The red onion goes right on the grill too, along with some of that expensive sea salt.
This is why I use sea salt. You can actually hear that. Don't take long at all. Less than a minute.
And don't let that marinade go to waste. You can also use it as a baste.
Take a little bit of your marinade. Voila. We want to let this cool. Once it cools, then we're going to put the terrine together.
Here's your terrine, and I notice you have a little plastic wrap inside.
Right, that's so we can pop it out a lot easier.
Oh, very good.
Just layering those in there.
Boom, all your grilled yellow squash first.
We're just going to put that right down there.
So it's like a whole layer.
Yep, all the way across. So this is your white truffle infused cream cheese. Take your KitchenAid, put the cream cheese in, and add the truffle
oil?
White truffle oil, or black truffle.
Wow.
You just put a little in there, and it will do its thing once you put the press on it.
Perfect.
Now we're going to go with the zucchini.
All right, the zucchini goes in next.
Now we're going to do a little of the portobello
Beautiful. Grilled portobello without the fans.
without the fan. So when we press this, you won't have a bunch of dark brown liquid going through it. And there's nothing better than mushrooms and onions.
Nothing.
Right?
Nothing.
So we're going to do a little mushroom and onions.
Perfect.
All right. The roasted Buco pimentos.
Hey, if you're vegetarian, this is a great recipe.
Next, another layer of the truffle-infused cream cheese, and then Rodneys slow-roasted tomatoes.
Take my Roma tomatoes, I cut them in half, don't do anything else with them. Put them face down on a sheet pan, put a little bit of the nice salt, a little of the nice olive oil, and I set my oven at 275 for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. I'll go through them like crazy. We're gonna rebuild this again, Tim. One more layer, just like all those layers we did.
So everything, just repeat the layers.
Just repeat that
just
one
like
more
it was.
time. Just like it was. And I'm gonna get another terrine pan just like this. I'm gonna set on top of it, and I'm gonna put some weights, just
That's
some
where you
bricks.
wanted to get
Just
everything.
some bricks.
Okay.
all right, and just set them inside there, and I'm gonna put it in the walk-in for 24 hours.
24 hours. All right. So it's been 24 hours.
Been 24 hours, so we're gonna take the plastic wrap off.
Okay.
As you can see, it's all pressed nicely together. You're gonna just flip it very quickly.
Perfect. Look
Voila. Yeah, this is really nice.
at that. Beautiful.
Came
And look,
together very well.
And that's what that 24 hours and the weight does to that. Keeps
Mm-hmm.
everything together. And look how evenly distributed.
And now we're going to do a couple of little things with this. What we have here is a little turmeric oil, which is I just took some olive oil, took it to a boil, dropped the turmeric in it, and then let the turmeric settle at the bottom, pour off the top, and you got turmeric oil.
And now this one is?
This is hot sesame oil. It's very easy to make. You use paprika and cayenne pepper, and you can adjust your level of heat on this, and a little sesame oil at the end. So you do the same thing. Bring it to a boil, let it drop down, and
Brilliant.
pour off the top. We take a little bit of the turmeric oil. You'll love this color.
Oh my gosh, beautiful. Look at that.
Now we're going to do a little of the hot sesame.
Gorgeous.
And he has one more secret up his sleeve, fig-infused balsamic vinegar.
It's crazily good.
I'll bet it
Okay,
is.
and this kind of floats on top.
Big balsamic. Look at that.
Little chopped fresh parsley, and then we gotta put the signature on there, right?
Yeah. We gotta have the real. There it is.
There it is.
You know that Rod Jones has made this. His signature's on the plate. There it is. I've got to get a big bite of this. Oh my God.
Really? We hit it?
That is so good.
Thank you.
And you know what? The cream cheese just adds a little touch.
I am not a vegetarian, but I love those vegetables.
Vegetables never tasted so good.
Still ahead on secrets, it's sea bass, like only Rod Jones does it.
I've cooked a lot of stuff for you, but this is one of my favorites.
Next, get the secrets on how you can do it at home.
This is a very easy dish.
And later, an old family recipe is revealed.
If you like peanut butter and you like chocolate, you're gonna love this.
It's Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs in Georgetown at Rodneys on Broadway, and we'll be right back after this. Tim Laird with you again with more Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. We've come to Georgetown this time, and we've discovered the city's finest restaurant, tucked inside one of its oldest buildings.
A gem of the bluegrass.
This is a real treasure, not just for Georgetown, but for the whole area.
Rodneys is just a short drive from Keeneland and Kentucky Horse Park. It's perched up on North Broadway, 2 blocks off Georgetown's historic Main Street.
Historic surroundings with contemporary food from Chef Rod Jones.
And it's just so tasty and so different than anything that I've had.
You can always count on Rodney to come up with something unique.
The food is original and impeccable, and it always carries the signature of renowned chef Rod Jones. When you see the masterpieces he creates, you will understand why he signs them. He does it all. Pasta, prime beef, flown in from the Chicago stockyards,
All prime beef.
and fresh seafood like his Venetian scallops. And this.
I got a little sea bass I'm going to do wrapped in phyllo with a Mediterranean tapenade, and we're going to garnish it with a little hollandaise and feta cheese.
Oh my gosh.
This is a very easy dish.
So here's the phyllo.
Phyllo, be very gentle with this stuff, and you have to move quickly because it dries out like within 2 seconds.
Right, another one of the secrets. Once you open that up.
Yeah, you got to go. You got to go like 100 miles an hour.
Since he's just making one serving this time, Chef Rod slices one strip of the dough the same width as his fish.
Then we're going to take a little bit of our butter
Sea bass on the phyllo.
on the phyllo.
Give it a nice little roll up.
Bada boom, like that. Do that. We're going to pop this in the oven for 7 to 8 minutes at 400 degrees.
Okay.
While the sea bass bakes inside its phyllo wrap, Chef Rod is ready to reveal the secrets to another signature component of the dish, his Mediterranean tapenade.
Tell me about this.
Well, we're going to start out with a little nice olive oil
In a hot pan.
in a hot pan. We're going to throw a little bit of our calamares, olives that we chopped.
Chopped up Kalamata olives. That's wonderful.
Yep. A little bit of the scallions,
Little scallions.
a little garlic,
Minced.
garlic, a little fresh basil.
Oh, look at that.
You're going to let this do its thing for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Throw a little of my oven roasted tomatoes.
See, that's what, when you do those, do a lot because you can use them again, multi-purpose.
And then some of that fig-infused balsamic vinegar.
Boom, put it in there. A little
Beautiful,
fig
beautiful,
balsamic.
beautiful,
Good.
beautiful. That is it, baby.
That's it. Done.
That's all we got in there.
I bet our sea bass is about ready to come out too.
Let's go check that sea bass. Put that right on your plate. Top this with a little bit of our mixture.
Look at that.
Go like this. Voila.
What's that feta cheese going
Little
on?
feta cheese. And we had the hollandaise. Voila.
Wow.
A little parsley. And
Signature.
I hope you can enjoy this.
Rodney,
We'll see.
I can't wait.
I've cooked a lot of stuff for you, but this is one of my favorites.
I can see why, but now I gotta find out. All right, I'm going in. You know what it is, Rodney?
Yes.
Triple Crown.
Downtown.
Downtown.
Triple Crown.
Triple Crown. God. Adds a little crunch to it. That roasted tomato comes out. I have some. I mean, all the Kalamata is in there. I mean, but nicely balanced. Everything.
Little fresh basil.
Nothing's over fighting
No,
anything.
you don't wanna put a
Everything.
lot-
This is perfect. Oh
No,
my God.
no.
Best sea bass ever.
Thank you, my friend.
It's in balance. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Rodney.
It was a fantastic dish.
Absolutely delicious.
For more information on Rodneys on Broadway or any other featured restaurant on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs, be sure to log on to newlocaltv.com.
There's more to come on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs.
Stick around because up next, it's a classic dessert.
Peanut butter, whipped cream, chocolate. It might just be the best pie you ever tried. The secrets to doing it next on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. Welcome back to Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs, the show that takes you behind the scenes at Kentucky's favorite restaurants. And of course, we always reveal the chef's secrets so you can make the same good eats at home.
This time, we're at Rodneys on Broadway in Georgetown, Kentucky.
Such an amazing, warm place that people want to gather and have a drink and share a meal.
Rodneys is named after its chef and owner, Rod Jones. He's made quite a name for himself cooking in central Kentucky restaurants for decades.
I love what Rodney does to food.
Places like the Coach House, the Atomic Cafe, and now here in the heart of Georgetown at Rodneys.
It's just a great place.
It's great for dinner and also handcrafted cocktails like this one, a Bourbon Women Award winner from 2012.
All right, I made it behind the bar and I'm with Rachel, who's an award-winning bartender. How about that? And this is the drink that you won the award.
I call this drink Not Your Suburban Housewife.
Not your suburban
Bourbon.
housewife.
Spelled
It's
like
made
bourbon.
with bourbon.
Yes.
I love it.
And we're going to start out with some Woodford Reserve.
Bourbon first, always, like that. Little Woodford Reserve on top.
Next comes hazelnut liqueur, which always goes well with bourbon.
A little bit of Grand Marnier,
Okay.
a little orange liqueur, just a little bit of this.
Just a little goes a long way.
And this right here is butterscotch infusion that I do here in the restaurant, made with Werther's Reserve butterscotch candies. Tim, it's really easy. You just get your favorite vodka.
Okay.
I use something really smooth. You just put the candy in there. I fill up the bottle about halfway with Werther's Original. And this mixes with anything.
Oh, that looks good. A nice little pour of that.
Nice little pour. Okay, we're gonna shake this up really good. And we're gonna garnish this with a nice big orange twist.
I love that.
Here we go.
Rachel, you mind if I give that a little try?
Oh, go for it.
All right. Cheers. Oh my gosh. All those ingredients really work well together because I still pick up a little bit of the Woodford Reserve. I get a little bit of nut from the hazelnut, but that butterscotch really adds a nice creaminess, a really nice texture to it. Well balanced, well done. Thank you, Rachel, for sharing the secrets to your award-winning cocktail.
You're welcome.
You can also order anything off the menu at the bar, or on the patio for that matter. It's a perfect place to watch the sunset over Georgetown. The scenery is pretty nice inside the dining room, too.
It's a restaurant, but it feels like an art gallery. In fact, they feature local artists.
It's local.
Charles Gregory is one of those featured. He and his partner Yolanda Poston run Georgetown's Ice House Gallery. They collaborated on this huge rendering.
It's The Boating Party by Renoir.
They've also recreated works from several other famous artists.
We've got Degas, and we have Monet.
And the art isn't just hanging on the walls. Everything coming out of the kitchen is a masterpiece too. And that includes dessert, made from scratch by culinary artist Rod Jones.
Chef, it's time for dessert, and you never disappoint.
What we're going to do here is we've got a peanut butter pie with a Oreo cookie crust and a chocolate ganache. So what we've done here is we've just taken some Oreo cookies and we put them in the food processor. And then we've taken a springform pan and we've sprayed it lightly with a little coating, and then we're going to do it with a little butter. And we're just going to put this in here.
That's going to be our crust then.
This is our crust.
From here, the crust goes into the freezer for 10 minutes and then into the oven for 10 minutes at 350 degrees.
The freezing helps the butter set in there, and then the cooking helps the crust set itself. We've let it cool down, and now we're going to fill it.
The filling consists of two different mixtures that will get blended together later. Here's the first.
12 ounces of cream cheese.
Sugar next.
Basically your cream cheese icing if you wanted to add a little vanilla to it. We're going to take the peanut butter, 16 ounces.
The container's already done the measuring for you, hasn't it?
It's very nice. Got that in. We're going to put a little bit of the half and half in here.
All right.
The chopped peanuts.
There goes the peanuts. Give it a little crunch.
This is a 1/4 of a cup. Boom, we're done. That's the first one.
The second mixture starts out like homemade whipped cream. The chef makes that in a separate bowl with the whisk.
Add some heavy cream. 1/4 of a cup of powdered sugar. Bring this up to peaks. And that's where you want it to be, all right?
Okay, right there.
Let me just turn that off. Now we're going to take our peanuts. That's a 1/2 cup.
Okay.
We got our mini chocolate chips, 1/2 cup of that. And here we got a 1/4 teaspoon of espresso powder, cinnamon, and nutmeg.
Wow.
Okay? I'm going to pour that in there as well.
All that gets folded together, and it's important to fold, not stir. You want to keep this nice and fluffy.
I just hope I can lick the beaters after this is done. That's my favorite part. I don't want to let that one go.
Now we got our peanut butter mixture here. I'm going to take a little bit of this, not a lot.
So a little at a time. You're folding a little bit at a time.
See the technique?
It's a fold. This helps incorporate everything together when you do that a little bit at a time.
You'll lose all the air from the whipped cream if you go too quick. It's coming together now. Now we got our Oreo cookie crust. Ready? Now we're going to take this, Tim, we're going to put it in the refrigerator for 3 to 4 hours.
Okay, let it
24
set.
hours is the best, but 3 to 4 hours will work.
After a few hours, the pie is ready for another layer of goodness in the form of chocolate ganache.
4 ounces of chocolate and a 1/2 cup of cream. You just put it over, put it in a double boiler, and you get that. We're just going to pour that right over that. Oh.
This is killer.
Now we have a little creme anglaise.
And watch this little secret that makes the pie look as good as it tastes.
The eyes eat first, Tim. You know that. All right? Boom, 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 boom.
Like that. Look at that.
Then we're going back the other way. Boom, 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 boom. Voila.
And wait until you taste it. Come on down to Rodneys and give it a try.
It's something you just want to keep coming back to.
Or, now that you know the secrets, why not try making it at home?
Rod Jones, here he is. Rodneys on Broadway. We love it here. We love Rodney.
Thank you.
A big thanks to Chef Rodney and Elizabeth for hosting us. And thank you for watching.
That'll do it for this edition of Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. I'm Tim Laird, and we'll see you next time.
The secret is
Secrets. Secrets.
give you one more secret.
Secrets.